Okay. So good evening, students. Let me continue. Okay, today we are going to see the unit 9. There is malware concepts. So in that we are going to see what is meant by malware and its types, basics of malware and its types. Okay. So the objective of the today's session is to make it known about the basics of malware concepts and its types. Okay. And the outcome of the session is the students may be able to understand the concepts behind malware and its various types. Okay. And these are the outlines of today's class. Let me see start with the introduction of the malware and what are the types of malwares and how to avoid the virus. And there are some ways to avoid the spywares. And we'll see the ways within which we can go for avoiding the viruses and spyware. And what are the practices to safeguard our computing resources. So let me start with the introduction part of malware. Okay, malware is nothing but the malicious software. Okay, so that is going to be installed in your computer system or any device. Okay, so with that installation, it is going to be perform some unwanted things without knowing the users, that is owner of the device. Okay, so that is malware. Okay, so mainly this malware software program was designed to transmit the information about the web browsing habits to the third party. That is, it will gain some informations of the victims and gather all the informations and collect it, and it will forward to the attacker or hacker. That's the third party. Okay. So malware is considered as a software that deliberately developed to slow down the performance of the computers, servers, and other computer networks. Okay. So malware is going to be a software program. So that is going to be installed in your computer or PCs. Okay. So it will blocks the access of the key components, and this malware will be installed with the installation of the malware in your computer system will slow down the software programs in your system. Okay, and it will also useful for stealing some valuable personal informations or account details or credit card details. All the sensitive informations will be stealed with the help of this malware program, and it can also use to damage the hardware components in your computer system. Okay, so these are the types which have been listed here. Okay, virus, adware, bots, ransomware, Trojan horse, worms, spyware, spam. Okay, so these are the various types of malwares. Okay, so normally the computer virus. So this was the term which we have oftenly used. Okay, so this was used in the year 1981. Okay, and this virus is a software that replicates in the sense it will make multiple number of copies. So that is replication itself, and spread among the different computers. So by damaging the files and deleting the files in the computer system. Okay, and this virus enters your device via the attached images or greetings or some audio files or video files or from the downloads from the internet. Okay, so through this the virus will be entering into your devices. So computer virus means it's nothing but the malicious computer software program or computer code, so that is being attached itself to a, whether it can be a file, computer file, or it can be a email without the victims or without the user's permission. Okay, so it will damage your hardware, software, and the files in your computer system. Okay, so mainly a virus will be spread via the email attachments or internet downloads. So if you want to download any content, so the virus is going to enter into your computer system. There may be a chance of entering into your computer system. Okay, so we might not be knowing that it will run in your without your knowledge. Okay, spyware means it's also a program, software program that gets installed without the user's knowledge or user's permission. So what it will do means it will monitor the activities on the internet, users' activities on the internet. So what is the user's habit of surfing habit on the internet? So it will monitor the user's activities and transmit. It will collect the information about the user's behavior likewise, and it will inform to the attackers or the third party. Okay. So this spyware will also be downloaded from the internet, and it will enter into your computer system without your knowledge. Okay, it can collect the personal information about such as passwords, credit card numbers, websites that you visit very oftenly, and transmit all these information to the third party. Okay, it can also use to change the configuration of the computer, and it will be it can very oftenly put the advertisements on your computer. Okay. So adware means it's a software where the advertising banners will be very oftenly displayed while you're working on your computer system. Okay, so it automatically download to your device when you browse your any content on the website. Okay, so all these adwares will be mainly done by the companies for marketing purpose. Okay, so adware means it's a software that displays some advertisement pop-up windows, ads on your computer system. Okay, so whenever you access your website or any internet sites, it will be automatically downloaded into your computer. Okay, when you agree to download it when using certain freewares or sharewares. Okay, so this adware can contain the spyware also. It will track your files and where you surf on the internet and report this information back to the third party or the hackers. Okay, and coming on to the warm malware is a malicious program. See here, you can see the picture that is multiple copies of the same worm will be generated automatically with the help of this malicious software program worms. Okay, so it will make the copy of itself on the local device, on the local computer system, and it will be shared on the network. Okay, so this makes the performance or slow down the performance of your computer system. Okay, so this worm will be entering into your computer system via the email. Okay, it will goes on multiplying and use the computer's memory. It will occupy the memory space. So your computer system's memory space will be used up by the worm. So causing the resultant will be, it will make the computer to stop to do any task. Okay, and it will also damage your computer system. Okay, so see here, you can see how the computer worm spread occurs. Okay, so first birth of the worms. Okay, the attacker introduced this warm malicious software program into the internet. Okay, then infection happens. Okay, so that is unsuspecting user opens, whenever the user opens an email attachment containing that worm, will infect the user's computer. So whoever access the email attachment, that is unknown email attachment, they'll be infected by this worm. Okay, and some worms automatically send themselves as an email attachment to everyone in that user's email address book. Okay, so multiples of copies will be generated here. Okay, then spreading the worm. Okay, the worm spread. Okay, the worm spread itself to multiple computers around the world. Okay, so that we call it as a zombies. Okay, that is creating the copies of the computer system. Okay, that is zombies, or otherwise called as bots. Botnets, we will be saying that zombies or botnets or simply bots. Okay, so typically in the preparation for a scheduled attack against a single website, so all the multiple copies is going to prepared, all these will be prepared to attack a single website. Okay, so that the website goes down and it will not respond to the user. So that's the main ultimate of the spreading the worm, ultimate of the hackers to spread the worm in the internet. Okay, so the fourth step is attack. So all infected computers attack the targeted website by overwhelming it with the network traffic. That is, so many of multiple copies of these zombies will be attacking the website, so the website could not respond to the users. So by creating the network traffic at a particular time. Okay, so this what how the computer worm spread. Okay, so this worm will be delivered, or it will be spread through the email attachments and the pen drives. So these are the pen drive or the storage medium that could be spread. It can spread the worms to many number of computer systems. Okay, next malware is Trojan horse. It's a malicious software program. Okay, it's a harmful code. Okay, so it will enter the computer and it performs various tasks like correcting whatever the files that the user is maintaining will be corrupted by this Trojan horse and sending out the personal information to the hackers. So all these will be done by the Trojan horse software program. Okay, so here, so far we have seen worms, viruses, and Trojan horse. Okay, so Trojan horse and worms are both considered to be the viruses. So what is they are having the similar capabilities that Trojan horse and worms do have, means, so they will go on multiply and spread themselves to the other computers and cause damage to the computer systems. Okay, so this part is common to both the Trojan horse and the worms. So what makes to differ means the Trojan horse will be getting into your computer system through a software program. Then they will damage and destroy the programs and files. Whereas the worms will be getting to your computer system via the email attachments, and they will cause damage to your computer and cause the computer to stop working. Okay, to stop giving performance. Okay, so by multiplying and using up all the computers, so worm will be occupying the computer's memory and it will slow down the performance of the computer's system, and it will make the computer to stop it. Okay, so see here, both are having the similarity, that is they will be go on spreading to the other computer systems. Okay, so Trojan will be destroying the files and programs and it will enter into the computer system via a software program. Likewise, worm will damage the computer files and it will go on multiply it, and it will occupy the memory and stop working your computer system, and it will enter via an email program. So email attachments. Okay. So the next malware is botnets. It is otherwise called as zombie computers or bots. Okay. So botnet means it is a network of compromised computers, that we call it as a zombie computers. So all these zombie means a network of computers, that is compromised computers. Okay. So that will be having the control or it is controlled by the remote attacker. So the whole responsibility of controlling all these zombie computers will be done by the attacker. So the attacker will be in a remote place. Okay. Okay. So you will be seeing the terminologies involved in botnets or bot master, otherwise called as bot header. Next one is bots and IRC server, command and control server, that is CNC. Okay. So bot master or otherwise called as bot header. So they are the hackers who use the automated techniques to scan the specific network ranges, and they will be finding the vulnerable systems on which they can go for installing their bot programs. Okay. So they will be finding the network ranges and find the weak systems. Okay. So the bot master will do all these jobs. Okay. So bot master is having the goal, or they'll be doing the responsibility of creating the army of zombies. So they'll be creating a number of compromised computers, that we call it as the army of zombies will be created over the internet, so that the attacker can go for infecting the machines of home users or networks. Okay, that network may be maintained by the universities or companies or small enterprises, etc. Okay. So bots are also called as zombie computers, so that computers contribute to the or bots or the computers that will be involved in a botnet networks. Okay. So bots will be running on a hidden channel to communicate to the server, CNC server, that is common and control server. Okay. So what they will do, they will go for auto scan their environments and see what are the happenings behind the environments, and they will propagate themselves and taking the advantage of stealing the passwords, and they will be finding on the weak systems so that they can penetrate into the particular systems. Okay. IRC server is nothing but the internet relay chat. So okay, it's a form of real-time internet text messaging. Okay. So the server listens to the connections from the IRC clients, and it enables the people to talk to each other via the internet. That is the main ultimate goal of a IRC server. Okay. So this IRC server does not require any users to register an account. Okay. So they will be just giving the nickname before being connected. Okay. So this IRC network will be lagging the authorized persons using this particular server. Okay. So any anonymous user can use this IRC server for chatting with one another. Okay. So next comes the command and control server. We call this as a CNC server. So using this infrastructure, which allows the bot agents to receive the new instructions, malicious capabilities, and it will go for updating the existing infections. Okay. and instruct the infected computer to carry out this specific task which is directed by the remote attacker. Okay, so all the criminal activity will be done actively, which is controlled by the remote attacker. And the remote attacker will also control all the botnets. Okay, so 10 of thousands of zombie of computers will be created. That is, it will be multiplied. We call that as a bot. So all the zombies will be controlled by the remote attacker. See here, the bot master will be communicating through the IRC channel. So the channel will be provided by the IRC server to make the to communicate between the one user to another user. Okay, and this server will be communicating, or with this IRC server will be creating the zombies of computers, compromised computers, that we call it as bots, and all these bots will start attacking the victim. So all these will be controlled by the remote attacker. Okay, see how the botnet life cycle goes on. First, the bot master will infect the victim system with a bot. So bot is nothing but a software program. We call that as a worm or social engineering, etc. Okay, so infection is done by the bot master. So next, the victim will got infected. Okay, so the bot connects to the CNC server. So this how this connection happened means with the help of the IRC server and the HTTP protocol. Okay, and any other protocol. And next, the bot master will send the commands through the CNC, that is command and control server, to bot. Okay, and it will be repeated so many times. Soon the bot master has an army of bots. So multiple zombies were created to control from this single point. Okay. Okay. So in this way, the bots have been created. We have seen the life cycle. Next, how to prevent from the botnet infections. So you have to use the firewall and patch regularly and promptly. Then you can go for using the antivirus software, anti-bots. Okay, and you can go for deploying the IDS, that is intrusion detection system, so that you can easily detect whenever the intruder comes into your computer system. It will be this on deploying this IDS, you can easily caught out. Okay, the intruder will be caught out, and can also deploy the intrusion prevention system, that is IPS. So using all these measures, you can go for preventing the botnet infections. Okay, the next malware is logic bomb. So logic bomb is a software, malicious software. It starts whenever the specific event occurs. Okay, so it can also perform a variety of malicious tasks, like attacking the computer systems. Okay, just like that, releasing the worms or virus or any software programs, cautious programs to attack any computer systems. Okay, but this logic bomb will not cause any physical damage to the computer system or computer components. Okay, so as you all know, what is meant by a spam. So we are using the email to communicate from one person to another person. You might have heard about the spam email. Okay, so spam is a junk email that you did not ask for. So it is automatically received to your received from anonymous to your mail IDs. Okay, so what are the ways to reduce spams? Or you can go for deleting the junk email messages without opening them. So if you don't know where it is has been sent from, that is from the unknown person, you cannot. So you can do. So don't open this unknown person's email, okay? And don't reply to the spam email messages also, and don't give any personal informations in an email or instant message, okay? So think twice before you open any attachments or click the links in an email or instant messages. Don't buy anything or don't give any charity promoted through this sperm, okay? So don't forward the chain email messages. So what you have to do means you can go for reporting the harassing or threatening email messages to the ISP, that is internet service provider. Can give a request email messages to the internet service providers, and you can also go for report the phishing scams and other fraudulent email to the company from where it has been misrepresented, okay? So what is meant by phishing means it is another way of hackers, uh, it is another way of malicious software, that is hackers will try to get the collect the personal information from the users, okay? So they use the email to do all these such kinds of stealing the personal data. They usually send the fake request acting like that is it is a real request from coming from the bank request, okay? Or it may be the request may be coming from the or received from the any other institutions asking for the personal informations, okay? So you click a link in the email and it takes to a fake whenever you click a link in the email, it will takes to a fake website. So imitating that is it is a real website from the bank or it is from the institutions, okay? So it is a cheating process, okay? Cheating the users. So if you give your personal information, it will result in a identity theft, okay? So the next one is browser hijacker. So it is like a software program that puts itself as it or it behaves like your browser's homepage, okay? So often shows ads for pornography. So pornography means so the representation of sexual behavior, okay? So you might have seen all such kinds in websites. So and it also adds some pornography's bookmarks on your systems, okay? It does not damage your computer, but you can avoid all these such kinds of nuisance to your computer system, okay? The next thing is Hoax. Hoax is a fake computer message, or we can call this as a chain letter, okay? So this Hoax computer message will be coming from the email, okay? So its main purpose is to send to everyone whoever you knows, okay? That is forwarding the mails whoever you knows, okay? So they can be a warning for a new virus or ask you to forward this email to all your friends in the or whoever you are in contact with, okay? And promoting a money making scheme like that, okay? So some hoaxes will tell you that you must delete some files on your computer or it will stop working, like that it will give some messages. So if you delete those files on your computer, you may really stop working of your computer system, okay? So the example you can see the non-threatening hoax. Hoax is a chain letter or message threatening, okay? So you can see some message can be delivered to your email. So it can be might be forward this email to everyone you know, and if it reaches 13,000 people, 1,300 of the people on the list will receive some cash prizes like that, okay? And the rest will be receiving some free trip to the Disney World for 1 week during the summer. So like this, some fake news can be forwarded to your friends. Okay, so this so avoid such kinds of chain forwarding the chain messages. Okay, so what is meant by social engineering means it is the use of social tricks for the psychology to gain access to the secure system. Okay, so the main motive of the social engineering is to trick the people to reveal their personal informations like passwords and other informations. Okay, so sometimes this method is used in emails also, such as a title will be displayed, that is you have won a prize, and in the email they want you to reveal some personal informations. So you must be very careful. You should not click any unknown link, or you should not give any or reveal any personal informations or about your bank accounts like that. Okay. So what is meant by antivirus software means it is a software that detects the viruses whichever affected into your computer system. And this antivirus software is an attempt to get rid of all these such kinds of viruses. Okay, and this helps your computer. Okay, so there are some ways to avoid the viruses. So never open an email from a stranger means unknown people. Okay, so never open an email attachments even from someone you know, unless you know exactly what the email attachment is. And use the antivirus software and keep it updated software. Okay? So you have to frequently update the antivirus software and keep the current updates with your Microsoft Windows, and disable the preview files in your email programs, and disable the JavaScripting and Flash in your web browsers. Okay, so only allow them when you know for certain that you are at a safe website. Okay, and you can also avoid the viruses with the help of using the firewall. Okay, so firewall can be either a software program or a hardware equipment. Okay, so it helps to keep out the hackers, viruses, worms, and that try to reach your computer over the internet. Okay, so the best example of hardware firewall is router. Okay, and software firewall best example is Komodo uh, firewall, which blocks the outgoing information such as spyware trying to communicate with the third party or bots. Okay, so there are some ways to avoid the spywares. So you have to make sure that you run one or more anti-spyware applications in your computer system, and make sure you have software and hardware firewalls and antivirus software, and beware of peer-to-peer file sharing services. Okay, so most include a spyware in their installation packages, and watch out for the cookies, and delete the unsolicited emails before you open unknown emails. You can go for deleting them before you open them, and do not install anything without knowing what it is being drafted to you. Okay, and protect yourself against drive-by downloads, and make sure your browser security setting is at least in a medium condition, and deny any unrequested anti-X installs. So keep the up-to-date updated spyware software. Okay, so here you can have the example firewall program. There is zone alarm, which is protecting the computer system. And what are the safe practices to safeguard the computing resources? That is keeping your Microsoft Windows updated frequently, and be careful what you download from the internet, especially any freeware programs, or any peer-to-peer files from the internet, and avoid the questionable websites, Never give out any personal information or online. Okay, and use the antivirus and anti-spyware softwares, and use a browser other than the Internet Explorer, Internet Explorer such as Firefox or Opera, which have less security risk. Okay, so you have to choose such a browser to safeguard all the risk. Okay, so use a program such as Drop My Rights or log into your computer under a limited account. So this upon using this program, this will stop the malware from going into your important files. And the password that you are going to set to access your accounts should be a strong password. Okay, so that the criminals or the attackers should not guess your password. Okay, so creating a strong password is very important for your internet security. So being cautious and observant will help you to avoid the computer malware. Okay, and whatever we have seen, it's summarized here. The common types of malwares we have seen: virus, Trojan horse, worm, Rootkit. So Rootkit is a software program that gets installed on your system. So giving the attacker the privileged access to the system. So attacker will be gaining access to the computer system. So this is Rootkit is a software program, and this program will be hidden from the administrator. Okay, and we have seen logic bomb, ransomware, botnet, adware, spyware. Okay, so what you can do, already we have seen what are the things we have to do. So install and run the antivirus software, and updation should be done frequently. Keep your computer's operating system in updated manner, and every programs in an updated manner. So the operating system, you can go for using the Microsoft Windows, or you can go for running the Windows updation weekly. And I can also install the anti-spyware softwares. Okay, so this is what we have seen. Okay, so in the coming session, we have to go for deal with the malware detection using machine learning methods. Okay, so before moving to that, we have to know about what is the meant by machine learning and what are the concepts behind the machine learning. So we need to know for supervising algorithm or learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, and some of the classification algorithms, clustering algorithms in machine learning concepts. Okay, so all these are covered in 11th unit. Okay, so let me, by the next session, I'll be dealing with the machine learning concept. Then we'll go for the how to analyze the malware, that is malware analysis with the help of this machine learning concept. Okay. So by tomorrow, we'll be dealing with the 11th unit, that is machine learning concepts. Okay. So with this, we'll wind up the today's session. Okay. Thank you for patient listening. Thank you, students. Thank you, Dharani.